Welcome back to the homestead. If I was truly expressing myself the way I feel, it would be not that robust. It would be welcome back to the homestead, because today we are going to be talking about tragedies, setbacks, and frustrations that happen on any homestead or in any life. And yeah, we're just going to go there. But first of all, the positive news. Actually, this is giving me some energy because my goal was to get on this project all day today. And you know what? I haven't been able to. But let's take a moment. What do you think? I have a whole video of me uncovering the stone of the Manti manor. So if you want to see more of it, like the process, and let me know, and I'll put that video out. I'm having a hard time understanding the algorithm, because the first time I put the manor, the rock home, the historic home on, there's like 1,000 views, and then this last one there was like 200. So I am still trying to understand what people are or are not interested in. So anyway, there can be a lot more of that if you want. So talking about frustrations, you know, if you're like me, you set out what you want to do in a day. You know, I took today off, so I just needed to be productive. And I think I am productive, but everything, like I'm on my like 3 layers of setbacks. So my main goal was to come over here and to crawl underneath the trailer and to re-insulate the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing. I thought I only had to insulate 10 feet of it. Well, then crawling underneath the trailer, we realized that the underbelly was actually damaged the whole way through. So then what was, you know, $80 project and maybe 2 hours is something that's going to take me, you know, probably 8 hours and $500, $400. Setback, frustrating. And so anyway, the other thing is it takes me from doing something that I'm really excited to do. So then I'm getting on that, and then I have my handyman working today, and he's putting the interior doors into our other remodel, and he was running into setback after setback. And so instead of doing not the rock and not the trailer, I spent most of my day off helping with putting doors in. Massive setback. And then it just gets worse. And I have a point for all this. So the point is coming up. So then all of that's kind of happening. I get a call from my flooring guy, and he's not going to be able to pour my concrete floors in my remodel over here. He's just too busy. And I mean, I get it. Like, labor is awful. Everyone's over busy, whatever. Like, I'm not mad at him, but it's just like, oh my gosh, that's a huge turd that lands in my lap. And then I get my boy comes over, Dad, the tree just blew down. So we had these microbursts that came up, and this is my other rock pioneer cottage. And we'll tell you more about this one. This one's all the way remodeled, restored. Dad, the tree fell down. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What tree? That tree. I mean, so it is that big, or was that big. There's 3 of these sunset locusts, and they look so beautiful around this little cottage. Well, a little microburst came up, boom, the whole thing is down. I mean, this is on top of like 2 or 3 pile-ons, you know? I mean, it's a beautiful tree. It's probably, I mean, that's got to be pretty close to 20 feet tall, that one. Well, this one was too. And now guess what it is? It's no feet tall, and it's a project that I have to do again while I'm trying to get the flooring done over there, so I can get the trailer done over there, so I can get the rock exposed on the manor. But now I'll be doing this. Frustrations. Okay, so I wanted to go into, look at these apricots, by the way. So this was an old pioneer apricot tree. The whole tree was mostly dead, and I just didn't want to get rid of it. And so we let it live in these little cheater roots. I mean, it's just provided some great apricots, which apricots are nasty, by the way, but they are amazing to make apricot jam, which then we make apricot chicken. So that's good. Okay, one more frustration, and then I want to tie it into some tragedies. And then there's more points coming from all this. So we had about a week ago, some more microbursts that came through, and our fruit trees, which are heavy laden with fruit, they were like splitting right down the middle. I mean, it's not like it was just from one branch that was too heavy with fruit. It was like the leader line, it like split the trunk in half. And so, excuse the hiccup, I just ate. Anyway, super, super frustrating. Look at this. So this is a nectarine tree. Beautiful tree. We're damaged here. We're damaged up there. I mean, I can save the tree. There's plenty of tree left to make a vase and whatever, but so horrible. We had some over here that, you know, I think if we would have braced it or pruned it better, that wouldn't have happened, but it did happen. And now we got to deal with it. So, I mean, look at these. These are too heavy. So a big part of it is my fault. You know, don't run faster than you have strength. Well, that's what happened. Well, I want to tie it in now to tragedy. You know, part of me doing this next project, the Manti Manor, you know, I have prepper tendencies. I'm very open with that. And, you know, I think that it'd be a fantastic place like the Manti Cottage is. As far as, you know, we have the Manti Cottage as an Airbnb. And the one thing that I love is that as an Airbnb, we've got a full stock kitchen. We have a full closet full of linens. We have a whole house full of beds. And like for me, I'm like, you know, if there's ever a time of need, we've got a house that can sleep 12 people and it's like all ready to go. Well, the Manti Manor, oh man, I mean, I can honestly see military bunk beds set throughout all those 3 huge bedrooms upstairs. And, you know, so something that could accommodate large guests. But then as a backup, if there's ever some kind of an event, that we would be able to house probably 30 or 40 people. And how cool would that be? So there's the manor over there. Oh, there's a big truck in the way. Okay, so now getting to my point. You're like, Nate, that's like crazy talk. Like, why are you talking like that? Well, here, I'll tell you how close to home it comes. Have you heard about what just happened in Lahaina, Hawaii, over in Maui? You know, during COVID, we went over to Maui and took our whole family over there, and it was beautiful. And one of my favorite stops was definitely Lahaina, I think is how you say it. This historic town, you know, kind of in the middle of the island, right along the middle from top to bottom, but over on the coast. They had this huge tree with those weird trees that have like the limbs grow out and then the limbs grow down and then they reroot in the ground, like super, super strange and exotic. And, you know, you could stop and go see the tree, and there's all these merchants around and all these, you know, cafes, and you could go get your slushy. Just beautiful Hawaii. Well, in those fires that happened in Maui, all of that is burnt. The tree burnt. The shacks and all of the you know, cafes and the business district burnt. All the historic Lahaina is gone. They have this massive hurricane and it wipes it out. Well, you know, my really good friend here in town, he's actually our bishop. His whole family was affected. They're still over there. That's where he's from. Part of the reason why our stop in Hawaii was so focused on that beautiful area is because we had contact with these wonderful people. Well, I guess his brother's house is burnt down. His sister's house, the roof blew off. I mean, just absolutely horrible. And you think about, okay, rebuilding. I know what it's like to try to rebuild and to remodel and to do all that stuff. And it's hard. You can't find parts and you can't find people. You know, that's what I'm having with my flooring. And do you think, I called people to insulate the underside of my trailer, but guess what? No, No, they don't want to do it. It's beneath them. Oh, we need at least 30 inches. And basically they need the job done before they want to come do it. So I'm taking the day off and supposed to be crawling under the trailer, but I'm stuck with all this other stuff. And so anyway, back to my point, like with all of everything that just happened in Lahaina, I mean, you've got hundreds of houses and businesses and structures that are just gone. Okay, do you think it's going to be easy or hard to find sheeting, wafer board, plywood? I mean, it's in Hawaii. It's going to be tough anyway to find that in the best case scenario, right? So I'm just thinking, my word, I'll bet you there's going to be a ton of his family that's going to have need, and who knows, maybe they even come here. What I'm getting at is we don't know when the storms of life are going to come. And being prepared and being even ready to help others is another thing. You know, I just barely rented that 2-bedroom trailer, and ever since I got it rented, I've had like 2 other people call, and they're just desperate. Hey, do you have anything for rent? I'm like, no, I don't. But we really need something. I'm like, well, I don't have anything for you. Check out that fireplace. Is that cool? I wanted to just show you, because I'm trying to get my floor guy to decide to come and do these floors, even though he's extremely busy. So instead of being under the trailer and over at the rock place, I'm over here doing this. So I'm trying to get this awful flooring off. Look at how good this is coming, by the way. Got all the doors in. They were all a pain. Remodeling is awful. I mean, if you're not remodeling, then everything can be framed according to every, the heights and everything that you need. Well, a lot of these headers were already in place, and so it's fine, but we just had to shave 1/4 and 1/2 inches off of here and there on all these doors and the jambs, and it was just awful. It just took all my time and happiness. So I just want to throw out a message, though, of being prepared and also working through these frustrations. Look how cool. Because these frustrations are going to happen. And how do you keep going? I literally all of that happened to me today. It was awful. It was a horrible day. I want to go crawl up in a ball and eat a Snickers and have a bath and just forget it all. But no, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to go get this floor done. I'm going to get a video out to you guys on YouTube. See if you're out there. If you're out there, give me a message. Anyway, to be honest with you, things are actually going really well. These projects, it's intense right now. We've got a lot going on, but we also feel really kind of blessed and led in what we're doing. And that's very motivating, even when the setbacks come. There's Shasta. So meanwhile, though, the homestead rolls on. I'm gonna, get you some more videos inside the greenhouse, and definitely more videos with the Rock Manor. So if you'll do me a favor, like and subscribe. And despite the challenges, whatever you're working on, there's always going to be opposition in all things, especially when you're doing good things. Just count on it. The better things you're doing, the more the opposition is going to be. So just fight through it. Tell the devil where to go and get it done. All right, like and subscribe. See you next time. Peace out.